This is Rakutrem, and here we are going to explain what is the measurement procedure we usually use for rolling racks. Here we see a harness tester, which is a standard Rockwell C harness tester, make Femtour. And besides, we have, for this purpose and for this sample, a harness test block, which is brand new. It's still packed in its original packaging, and as you can see, the measured harness is 65.48 plus minus 0.4 Rockwell C. This is coming as well from the same manufacturer of the harness meter, in order to prevent any difference in measurement, since they both belong from the same source. Here besides we have a rolling rack which we are going to measure. Now our measuring responsible is going to take the harness test block and is going to verify that the harness meter is measuring correctly. Ya puedes escoger el patrón. The harness test block is coming sealed with an anti-oxide packaging. It is important to note that the harness is very close to the target harness of the parts that we are going to measure. As you can see, wait a moment, as you can see, this harness block test has only a few marks, specifically seven marks made by the original manufacturer in order to certify the measurement. And the harness, as you can see, is marked on the harness block. So here we're going to proceed to start measuring with our measurement device. So here we are measuring. And we can see that the measurement on our scale is 65 Rockwell C, and the measurement of the harness block was 65.48. Haz que se vea la parte de las letras negras en todo caso. We are going to perform a second measurement. We see the measurement is 65, slightly more than 65, which is exactly corresponding to the measurement of the harness block. Now we remove the harness block test and we are going to put the rack. Ya lo puedes sacar, We place the rack and we're going to measure in the center of the rack, following the standard measurement procedure. So we can see the measurement is 65, maybe slightly more than 65. In this usual case we would certify 65 Rockwell C. Now we are going to measure on the other side. ¿Puedes sacarla y ponerla en la otra cara, por favor? This is the preload, and after the preload, as a standard procedure for Rockwell C measurements, we will get the final hardness. The final hardness we measure here is 64. We're going to repeat again the same measure. Otra vez la misma medida en esta cara, por favor. We do this in order to see which is the usual discrepancy we can expect from different measurements. This can be usually maximum 1 Rockwell C. So we see, we repeat for this rack again 64 Rockwell C. Alright, so now in order to double proof these measurements, we're going to remove the rack and we're going to put the hardness block test again in order to check that the measurement is again valid against the test block. Saca la cremallera y pon otra vez el patrón. El mismo que habíamos puesto antes, que se vean las letras así. Typical measurement deviations can range half a Rockwell C, maximum 1 Rockwell C, usually. Here we see the measurement we have taken now, 65.5. We see the hardness block test, 65.48. And we will repeat this measure again just to make absolutely sure that the hardness meter is measuring with very little discrepancy from different readings. And again, as we see, 65.5, and the hardness block is 65.5.